Dre, what are you doing?
Welcome back to Chicago 45. The ones we are here. We are here with a special person, a Douglas alum. You know, I feel really good to have this person grace this video with me and talk about the journey that she's on. And she's been killing it too as well. I be snooping around on Facebook. I keep my eyes peeled on everybody who cooking and working because that makes me go a little hard on as far as what I'm doing. Nobody than the most creative person that was in my class, I believe. Tyler Parks is with us. Say hello, Tyler.
Thank you. Hey everybody. Definitely thank you so much, Darae, for having me here, man. I really appreciate it.
Hey, it's more you than me because I swear, like I said, I saw you on there, and I'm like, damn, T doing all of this. T cooking, she working, and it's always good to see a fellow person that went to school with me doing work.
Doing work, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, as 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 thankful as you are for having me, on here, I'm thankful for you having me on here because you're also, creating a platform for yourself. You're inviting me to your platform. So, much love, man. Respect.
Hey, so I'm gonna start because I like trophies, I like medals and things like that. We're gonna talk about the journey, but what really caught my attention was you received an award for video of the year.
So, so it was actually up. I think it's right here. It's the 2020 Judges
Oh, okay,
Choice. Yeah.
okay, flaunt it.
Yeah, it's always on my desk, man. 2020 Judges Choice. That was for that round of the Midwest Film Festival. But we're actually nominated for two different categories in the yearly award that they give out. And the voting opens up December 31st. I think it's December 31st to January 14th. So please be on the lookout because I'll be promoting the crap out of that. You know what I'm saying? To make sure everybody go in, vote for us so we can win a couple more awards, man.
Okay, so for those who don't know what the award was for, uh, it was for because you. Let's pause.
Mm.
Attack the sound. What is that? What is first off? I love the verb. I love the aggressiveness that the name is. It's super aggressive, and I love aggressive things.
Yeah.
So tell me what that is, who that is, how that became to be.
So Attack the Sound, well, to me, is family. You know what I'm saying? Attack the Sound is a genre bending group of talented musicians that come together and they make beautiful music. The CEO and lead singer of it, Davo Sounds, he's a very good friend of mine. I've known him since I was a kid. He's actually like from my neighborhood, stuff like that. So it was just a chance encounter that we ended up um, running into each other. I think this was about 2015 or 16. And I mean, honestly, I've been working with them since then. I started off just doing videography, photography with them, behind the scenes stuff, whatever. He actually gave me my very first paid gig behind the camera, man. So, so I mean, that's why I say like Attack the Sound is more than just a band. It's also like family. You know what I mean? But they are very talented young men. Very talented young men.
But you're part of that movement now. You're a part of that.
Yes, I'm the creative director for Attack the Sound.
And creative director. See, I love titles too. Titles is like that's the thing that I like always in my life. I love titles. I was the captain of the basketball team. I wasn't the greatest, but I was a captain, so it felt good to me. So captain, hey, the titles,
Titles, man.
hey, the titles, yeah, titles is everything. Okay, so now you're the creative director of all the visuals for the
Yeah,
group.
yeah, pretty
Okay.
much. So pretty much, my job is to. I actually have a team, and that's the meeting I was telling you. Like, I got a meeting before this, man. Like, so give me a second. But like that, we have a whole creative team. We have a content and brand manager. We have a social media expertise. Handling all our social media. We have a designated photographer who is amazing. So, I have a whole team of people who, I have to help help to accomplish the different things that we need, the different components that is necessary for us to get to that next level. You know what I mean? A lot of my job is pretty much approvals, execution, I mean, and honestly directing and getting everything together for music videos, stuff like that, marketing and things like that. So anything creative outside of actually making the music, that's pretty much what my job is.
Okay, so I always knew you was very creative. I always knew you was a you thought outside the box. I always knew that. What what got you to this? Because you could have did anything you wanted to do, but what
That's
said I'm gonna do
facts.
this?
That's facts, man. Well, honestly, I have to be completely transparent. I really think that it was my parents. Like, I think it was just kind of written in the stars for me to dive headfirst into that creative side of myself and just run with it. Like my parents, it's a funny story. My parents, I think, were like 14 years apart. And so my mom was a little girl. She grew up on the west side of Chicago by like Douglas Park. She was a little girl. She used to always hear this doo-wop group singing outside her window in Douglas Park. Years and years and years later, she found out, after she met my dad, she found out that he was a part of that doo-wop group.
Mm.
She used to sit in the window and listen sing. And the creativity that my mother possessed, as well as my father, that was something that they highly and heavily connected on. And then, of course, here I go, and they always promoted, that I utilize my creative side and my creative genes and my talents to get to where I envision my life being. So honestly, I really do think it was my parents, for real.
Okay. I mean, it's very very important to have good parents.
Absolutely, I agree.
It's
I
very
definitely agree.
Yeah, especially coming where we from.
Yeah,
If you don't have a the good foundation to kind of keep you upright and walk in the right path, it's easy to slip over and do something that you're not supposed to do. So let's
yeah,
give and we'll give mom and pops a lot of love right now. Give them a lot of love.
yeah.
Okay, so does your creativity stop at just music videos, or you're into like your creative spectrum is so large and you're willing to go wherever?
Man, listen, like I can't remember the line that's in that song with Beyonce and Jay Z called "Nice." But she said something about she ain't never seen a ceiling. Like, there is no ceiling. There is no ceiling. Honestly, whatever it is that I feel like I want to do, whatever I put my mind to, I feel like it's possible. And even if it's a small step, I'm gonna take that small step to get to that big one. And yeah, there's no cap. I mean, music videos interest me because I was like in every band and musical section of everything in high school and also in grammar school. So music is just something that I've always been passionate about, and just working in that area of art is comforting. It helps me to still work within my realm of straight up and down passion. You know what I mean? But also, like, I'm a visionary. So if I hear something, I'm gonna see something as well. And it just kind of correlates and turns into a music video for the most part. So
Hey, our music teacher name was Mr. Keonis, right?
yeah, against the QEQ,
I
man.
I was
I
thinking
love him,
about
bro.
him the other day, man, because I was watching the movie. What's the movie that just came out with Jamie
Oh,
Foxx?
um,
The cartoon movie that just came out.
oh, you talking Soul, right?
I was just watching that, and I'm like, I was telling my girl, I'm like, hey, that was Mr. Keonis. He in there having a musical seance. He in there going crazy. He's like, hey, and I'm like, this how music class look. You got people in the back, put the chairs together, try to lay down. You got some people who's serious. They want to be in here. Then you got some people just kind of like in limbo, like, okay,
I'm just doing this to get a grade. It's some
straight
people
up.
that really have. It's people out here that really have that music like embedded in them. That type of talent, that feel for music embedded in them. But some people just do it for a grade. Some people just do it just to get out of high school. But
And,
that was me at all.
Hey, okay, so you guys win this beautiful award, and you directed the video, right?
Yes, myself as well as David.
Okay. What was the process going into that for you? Because this is like, was this the biggest success as far as directing so far?
That was actually my very first like straight up and down project that I did.
Damn.
Yes.
How hey, you know what that is right there? That's like when Magic Johnson came out rookie year and win a ring. It's like, damn, like, so you just like, let me do a video today. I got you, bro. Let me take care of this. And
you know what? But I do have to say, like, I did have, that was my first music video that I ever directed and stuff like that. But I have done other projects that I have directed. But that was my first music video.
Okay.
So I have done other projects that I've directed. It hasn't been that many, but it's been a few. And then plus, you know, I always have some type of camera work behind me. So it's like I've done videography, you know, and honestly, in order to be a good director, I do also feel like you have to have some knowledge on editing, because you have to have the editing in mind with, you know, when you are directing it. So me having a background in videography, photography, editing, you know, having worked on different projects when I was in Atlanta and stuff like that kind of helped with, you know, my ability to direct a music video. But that was always the goal, is to start directing music videos.
Hey, when I'm done with my book, we're gonna write a screen. We're gonna write the screen.
Okay.
We're gonna make it a movie. And
okay.
I'm giving it all to you. I'm gonna say, take this and make this beautiful movie, because it's gonna be an awesome book when it's done, because it will get done. I promise you that. And it's when I get done with it and people get to read it, especially people who from there, they're gonna be like, damn, this is us. This was us right here as kids. This is us. All right. So as far as so you get in this space, who influenced you as far as the creative directing side? Because obviously you pick up anything you want to, I don't want to say emulate, but you're going to pick up some things that people before you laid down before you. So like I watch a lot of Charlamagne the God, I watch a lot of Sway, and I'm like, okay, cool, I like how they use this or how they said this. And so who did you see and was like, that's the goal right there? Spike Lee.
No. I mean, honestly, he definitely is on my list. I love Spike. Spike. And contrary to popular opinion, I actually liked Chirac. It was not what he said he was. You know, he made it out to be something that it actually wasn't. But if you're into art and you understand the language of the movie, you would learn to appreciate it. But I actually like that movie. But anyway, Spike is definitely one of them. Quentin Tarantino is a genius. As far as music videos, though, Hype Williams.
Oh, you can never not say Hype.
You gotta know who Hype is. If you grew up in our era, you have to know who Hype Williams is. Belly, man, Belly, Big Pimpin'. What's the name of that song with Busta Rhymes and Janet Jackson? I found out that Hype Williams got paid $2.5 million to do that video. Like, yo, that's goals. Now that is goals. But them, and then also Daps. I don't know if you know who Daps is. Daps is a music video director. He has done a lot of videos with Migos.
Okay.
So like I really like the way he thinks. I listen to a lot of interviews with him too. I really like the way he thinks. I like the way, you know, his cinematography is, and how his angles flow. He's an amazing director. And he's actually from Nigeria, I want to say. Please, I hope I'm right. I think he's from Nigeria, but man, that man is he cold, man. But yeah, those are some of my influences as far as directors and stuff go.
I got a sleeper one for you that's coming, but she's been in the game forever. Regina King.
Oh yes, Regina King. Yes, Regina King is definitely dope. Debbie Allen is another one.
Okay.
People really know Debbie Allen as being like a choreographer or a dancer, but Debbie Allen is correct. So she's another one that's coming for people too that, you know, people sleep on. So yeah.
Okay, so I wouldn't be genuine and authentic to myself if I didn't ask you, how was Chicago growing up for you? Ooh, that's the answer right there.
Um, man, Chicago, man, you got me slipping into nostalgia right now, man. Like, um, Chicago was both beautiful and beastly. You know what I mean? It still is. You know what I mean? But growing up, the way I did, and having the parents that I had, you know, uh, man, like they did the best that they could. You know what I mean? And I am grateful for all the things that life and the struggles of life have taught me and have brought me to. But growing up in Chicago, you know, one thing I'm always going to be grateful for is the fact that I grew up in the neighborhood that I grew up in, because majority of my family was over here too. You know, I'm from L Town, like by like North Avenue and Central, between Central and Laramie.
You know I'm from over there. You know we from
Right,
over there. 290.
right. It's 290, right? So you know, this is my neighborhood, and you know, it's like now that I still stay over here, and so it's like when I look at the neighborhood now compared to how it was then, you know, back then it was running through the sprinklers and busting the fire hydrant open, walking to the candy store and you know playing rope and you know playing it stuff like that. You know, as a kid, you know, being a child was very plentiful. You know, as you get older, things kind of start to change, and you know a lot of things in life kind of caused me to have to grow up a lot quicker. So Chicago for me was it was both beautiful and beastly, you know, growing up. And it's still like that. But I appreciate everything that it has taught me and, you know, everything that I was, you know, destined to experience as a kid growing up here.
Hey, I miss home so much.
I know you do, man. I
It's
know you
I'm
do.
here, and when I first touched down here, I got me a little job, trying to get my feet on. Um, People like, man, where you from? I'm like, man, I'm from Chicago. They like, Chirac? You from Chirac? You from Chirac? I'm like, bruh.
I know that feeling, bro.
No, I'm like, bruh, relax, relax. People from Chicago, like, with the same mind, they
Uh-huh.
ain't really feeling that name. That name ain't
Yeah,
really for us
yeah,
because we ain't playing because we know it's for real.
yeah,
We know how it's coming. Like we
yeah, yeah. We
we
know the beast. We know the beast,
yeah,
man.
we know robbing season. We know if it's a blackout, don't go down that street. We know who
Mhm.
mad, we know who ain't. So we kind of we work a little different. And I think I'm done now. I'm trying to tell people, bruh, nah, just relax on that. But then I
Yeah.
also did a video about a year ago where I spoke about the Chirac thing and being here, how I end up using it as a weapon.
Oh
I,
yeah.
you
Oh
being,
yeah.
motherfucker look at you crazy. You like, man, I'm like, you know what, nigga, you know where I'm from?
Right.
You,
Hey, you ain't never lied. I had to do that in Atlanta, bro.
you
I
know what,
had to do that a couple times in Atlanta.
nigga, you know what we doing out here? Like, nigga, this is Christmas for us right there. Like, so,
Right.
so I'm fixing that thing. But like you said, you put it beautifully. It's beautiful and it's beastly because it's all those in one.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
It is, man.
but it shapes you though.
It definitely does.
It shapes you. So
Definitely
growing up in
does.
Chicago, does that shape your creativity as far as
Oh,
how you cut the
absolutely.
videos and things like that?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Like a lot of my inspiration comes from beauty. I love nature. Like I love nature. And one thing I will say for sure is that Chicago is one of the most beautiful cities I've ever had the luxury of being in. Well, I can't say visiting because I grew up here, but definitely one of the most beautiful cities that I've ever seen in my life. And honestly, sometimes I can literally be riding down to 90 or 94 or something and glance at the skyline on a clear night, and that gives me inspiration. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. It's a beautiful city, and even the beastly parts of it. it helps to be able to draw out, you know, a different tone in how I create visuals as well. You know what I mean? So it's a lot deeper. It's a lot deeper than people think. You know what I mean? Especially being somebody who has to be a part of the entire process of creating a visual. It's a lot deeper, you know, than just saying, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna do it by the book. I didn't go to school for this. Did not go to school for this. I'm winging it. I'm learning as I go. I'm doing my own research. I'm using resources that are available to me to figure this stuff out. But one thing is for sure and three things for certain, I'm gonna make it happen regardless. And that mentality is what Chicago has instilled in me. That make it happen regardless mentality. So yeah, Chicago definitely inspires me for real.
Hey, okay, being that you are a woman, right? Is there any difficulty in the space that you are in as far as being a creative director, being the, hey, nah, that ain't working, this ain't working? Because I mean, I'm pretty sure the space that you in is probably male dominant.
I mean, it depends on how you look at it.
Because you probably don't even see it because you're working hard. But
I'm confident.
Is it difficult?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I have run into situations, and I know once the fans see me, they know exactly what I'm talking about. I have run into situations where my authority as creative director has been challenged. But I've also taken that situation and made sure that the same authority that was challenged was flexed. So, I mean, that's as far as I'm gonna go with that story. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I've never had a problem being a woman, and as you know, I'm not only just a woman, but I'm a triple minority. I'm a gay black woman. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna face adversity. That's something I already know. I accept that, and I'm okay with that. But it's not gonna stop me. And that unstoppable part of me is what everybody sees. They don't see all the other stuff. They see the fact that I'm an unstoppable person who's gonna get what I want regardless. So that's your question.
She sound like she's from the hood, where she said that I ain't stopping shit.
Period.
I'm like, okay, yeah, I know you from. I know you with the dumpers. Fuck you.
For real.
Hey, okay, so yeah, that kind of answer because you're gonna deal with it because, like you said, you've been shitted on at every turn for being who you are, and you got tough skin. You ready for whatever. You like, you know, hey, I'm gonna lean on where I'm from. If somebody says I'm slick to me, I can snap back. It is what it is. Yeah. Okay, but I know who you can't snap back to.
What?
COVID-19. So since COVID-19 been around slapping everybody upside their damn head,
for real.
How has that affect your craftsmanship? How has that affect the movement you guys is doing? I know you guys got to move different now. Like, how is that working for you guys during the COVID-19 era?
On a personal level, this pandemic is the most devastating thing I've seen in my 28 years of living. My timeline on Facebook is literally like rest in peace every other post, almost every other day. You know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, of course, you know, being in Chicago, you also got to deal with gun violence and, you know, other stuff, you know. But on a personal level, that's how COVID-19 has affected me. But on the business level, it's actually been pretty good, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. COVID-19 causing people to take that pause, sit down, think, reevaluate, rework, reschedule, redo a lot of things that they thought that they were ready for already. It helps you to look at things in a different light. It helps for you to expand your mind and figure out different ways to still be productive, you know, in a situation that is possibly playing against you. It teaches you perseverance. And that's really what the situation is with us. Like, Davo, which is the CEO and the lead singer, he he was actually in the army. He was a sergeant in the army, and at the time that COVID like first started and stuff, he was overseas in Kuwait. You know what I mean? But one thing I will say, and something that he's taught me, always know when to lead and always know when to follow. You know what I'm saying? While he was away, I had to lead. But I knew that once he came back, the following I was gonna be doing was gonna be some bomb ass following, man. Like he had already pretty much created a plan. He had started to, and that was the start of our creative team. He had already initiated a plan to kind of boost morale and get things really flowing so that we can focus on the things that we had control of. Like we don't have any control over doing shows or booking shows or possibly going on tours and being in people's faces because we can't. So let's focus on the things that we can focus on and the things that we can continue to build and make better in the process so that once this is over, we'll come out a lot stronger than we were. And that's exactly what we've been doing. We've been working on our branding, working on, our social media, working on our numbers and our analytics and things like that. Because that was something that we definitely needed to work on in order for us to get to the next level. You know what I'm saying? We started to educate ourselves more on different elements of what we do so that we can, be more informed about what it is that is needed to get to the next level. So COVID business wise has been great. all this nice, funding and government monies. It's great. It's great.
Hey, for all my scammers out there, hit me up. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah, not me. Don't hit me up.
You don't want no scammer money? You don't want the money?
Nah, I'm good.
Damn.
Nah, I'm good.
Well, don't hit T up. Just hit me up. Give me her part. Give me her portion. Just don't put my name on anything. Just give me the money backdoor style. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. Any thing coming up like that you're working on with like people outside of the Attack the Sound movement?
I've been getting a lot of inquiries about directing some videos and stuff. So nothing is in stone yet, so I really don't want to kind of bring that into it. I do, however, work with Bianca Shaw as well. So she has some stuff coming up. Been in the studio with her. So just kind of, I can't really speak too much on that either, but let's be on the lookout because we got some stuff coming up, man. But yeah, for the most part, I kind of, I like to consolidate or keep my focus on specific artists, and I kind of stick to a specific team. So if I do go outside of Attack the Sound or Bianca Shaw, stuff like that, it's not that I'm working with them on a consistent basis. It's like really usually a one-off thing. However, I do work with J Global Visuals. That's my boy. We got some stuff coming up. We got to go out to Vegas and doing some, doing a couple videos. Our artist Mook got some work coming out. Mook is an amazing rapper. Like people don't sleep on him, man. He's amazing, but got some stuff coming up with him. He's releasing I can't remember how many songs, but he's releasing an EP at the top of the year and some visuals and stuff like that. So definitely be on the lookout for that as well.
So 2021 gonna be a busy year for you.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Man.
Hey, we're about to wrap up, but I got like two more questions for you. How can let me see. How can kids or people gain this skill that you picked up? Like, what it'd be like? Let's say my son want to, pick up what you're doing, be a creative director. I want to create a video. I want to direct a video as well too. How do we do that? What would be the steps you'll give somebody? If you like 3 steps you can give us to start.
The first thing I would say is, if you want to be a director or a creative director, look up the definition. First and foremost, know what you're doing. Know what it is that you're doing. Then also, like you said, you have to find inspiration in certain, certain people who have paved the way for you. figure out who those inspirational people are to you. Then also kind of like the technical part of it. I mean, it's so many resources out here nowadays. Like you can Google stuff, you can YouTube stuff. I would definitely say Google and YouTube. Find the different skills that are associated with directing or that goes along with it. You definitely need to know. So, for instance, before I started actually directing, I was just doing gigs, videography, photography. I learned my way around the camera. That's definitely important. Even if you get a Nikon D3300 and just say, you know what, I'm gonna do a couple videos and I'm gonna play around. Like play around with it, learn angles, learn what looks good, learn what feels good. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you get started. You have to educate yourself on what it is that you're doing. I mean, you can always go to school too if you want to, but me personally, I love being self-taught because I can kind of control the pace at which I'm learning. So I love being self-taught. But you definitely need to know the steps of creating a movie or creating a video, stuff like that. It's dope that you edit your own stuff too, because that right there is definitely gonna help you.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, this shit hard, son. This is crazy. I was like, I did a whole bunch of homework on editing tools because I was at first I was doing it from my phone, and I was like, okay, this is cool, but I graduated from this. Now I need to get to my laptop. I gotta side screen this. I gotta get where I'm legit, where I feel okay. So now I'm editing. I'm doing better, but there's more growth with it. But like you said, the self-taught thing is you go at your own pace, and you get to kind of filter out the thing that you don't want to look at or be around right now. I don't want to. That ain't gonna do me. I'm not ever gonna use that right now. Exactly. I may use it 10 years from now, but let me get the things that I, like you said, feel is gonna be good to what I'm doing right now. I like a lot of black and white, so I'm playing a lot of black and white. I want that in there. I want black and I want to feel vintage and things like that. So those are very good tips, and we got so many resources. We millennials.
Absolutely.
We the millennials. We got everything out there for everybody. So if y'all want to go do it, go to our Chicago 45 page. Go look up some stuff. Go to T. Go everywhere. Go find stuff. You know what I mean? But I definitely appreciate you hopping on with us, and definitely say space in your brain. So when my book is done, and I say let's write this screenplay, we writing treatments, and we getting it done, and we getting the movie out. So you keep a space right here. I need all this right here.
The whole thing right here. You talking about right here where the undercut? It's the undercut part.
It's like that. Where can people follow you at?
You can follow me on Instagram at The Real Omni Owl. That's TheRealOmniOwl. I love owls. Or you can search Director Ty Omni. You can also follow me on Facebook, Omni Owl Productions, or add me, Tyler Parks. Also follow Attack the Sound.
Follow it. Okay.
Follow Attack the Sound. Literally ATTACKTHESOUND on all platforms, on all streaming platforms, everywhere you go, Attack the Sound. So definitely, y'all don't want to miss the stuff we got coming up. Like I said, I can't talk, NDA and whatnot, but I can't talk too much about it. But please go and vote for us. Starting December 31st to January 14th. We are in 2 different categories for the Midwest Film Festival for their overall award for this year. I need everybody to go vote. We also have a crowdfunding campaign coming up. I need everybody to share it, donate, or whatever you can, even if it's 50 cents, even if it's donating a share, a like, a comment, whatever. Please go and support us. And please be on the lookout. Got some new music coming up, some brand new projects. Couple bomb visuals that I can't get into. I want to tell you so bad, man. I can't tell you, but we got some, man. When I tell you we got some bomb visuals coming out, some bomb visuals. Just be on the lookout for everything. And thank you again, man.
Hey, no, thank you for just motivating and making Douglas look good, because so many times I look on my feed and we don't look good. My high school don't look good. Whether it's somebody doing some goofy shit or super sad shit.
Yeah.
RIP to one of my good high school friends, D'Angelo. Said
Man, I went to the funeral, bro.
that was that was a tough one for me too, being way out here because we spent a lot of time together.
Especially hooping together, I know.
You know what I mean? From 6th grade all the way to graduation, and we still was kicking it after high school. So that was a tough one, and I just send my prayers out to the family and stuff like that. But it's good to see my classmates doing beautiful things, doing meaningful things that's going to impact the culture, that's going to impact where we're from, that's going to impact young girls as well, because we need people to impact young girls. We need that. I mean, I'm doing my best with the young girls that's on my stuff, but it's always beautiful to see somebody who look like you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, so it's beautiful. I appreciate you doing your work.
Trey, what are you doing?